It was not side Ajmal, but medium pacer Joe Leach who did most of the damage on the opening day of the LV County Championship match in Tunbridge Wells between Kent and high-flying Worcestershire, the 23-year-old claiming the best figures of his career. Rob Key chose to bat after he won the toss at this beautiful cricket ground, but he and his opening partner, Daniel Bell Drummond, were both out early. Bell Drummond, promoted to open the innings, edged Leach's fifth ball behind to Ben Cox. Daryl Mitchell's decision to bring on Leach as early as the 10th over paid dividends. For a moment or two, it looked as if his day was going to be ended rather quickly after stopping a key drive with something he wished he rather hadn't. But with a few deep breaths, he was back to his feet and providing the delivery which nipped back sharply off the pitch to bowl the Kent captain who, like Bell Drummond before him, left with 9 runs to his name. The Kent top order twice failed in their last match, a rather heavy defeat to Gloucestershire in Bristol, and when Brendan Nash joined Sam North East, the score read 24-2. Thankfully for them, on this occasion, a good partnership was developed sooner rather than later. Nash led the way with some delicious looking drives. Like many a batsman will do this summer, runs were being scored before the big threat of Ajmal came into the equation. Ross Whiteley was given a couple of overs first, and North East tried to make the most of those. He has a very good record at this cricket ground with a number of half-centuries here, and he was using the conditions well again even after Mitchell turned to his 2 spinners, Ajmal and Moeen Ali, a man who's learned a thing or two about the art of spinning from the Pakistan legend, so we're told. After that poor start, these two started to go along nicely. They carried their side through to lunch and then looked to build their partnership further after the break. The bowlers weren't getting too much assistance from the pitch, or so it seemed, and that allowed the batsmen to settle once in. North East added another 50 at this ground, his 4th here. A cut off Ajmal brought the batsman his 7th boundary from his 126th delivery. His partnership with Nash was now approaching 3 figures. It was all a far cry from Worcestershire's last game when they defeated Essex on a real turner at New Road. There, Ajmal took the remarkable match figures of 13 for 94, but on this occasion he relied more on his teammates, one of whom, Jack Shantry, ended the partnership on 93 just after Nash had moved into the 40s. Indeed, he was on 41 when he was taken at slip by Ali to go with the score on 117 for 3. Then Ajmal got in on the act in the next over by holding a ball back. It span enough when it finally got to North East to trap him in front on 53. So now Kent had to start over with 2 brand new batsmen at the crease. Ajmal's expertise in changing the pace of his deliveries was beginning to be a handful. But as ever, Darren Stevens missed few opportunities to hit some boundaries. The scoring rate had been a little sluggish until he strode in, but on this occasion his knock was no more than a cameo as he made 25 off 32 deliveries. Ajmal then fired one in to have him held at slip by Mitchell to take the spinner's aggregate of championship wickets to 28, 3 more than his nearest rival in the second division, although 1 fewer than Stephen Finn at Middlesex. The batsman had to get into the mindset that not everything bowled by Ajmal was going to be unplayable, especially on a day 1 pitch. Sam Billings and Ben Harmison, who both scored runs in that loss to Gloucestershire last week, played him well enough, and from the rather sticky position of 145 for 5 made in 61 overs, these two started to balance the game up again. There were moments, of course, against Ajmal. Billings just managed to evade a fielder with this edge, while Harmison took on Ali and just cleared the man at mid-on. On another day, the result of both of these shots may have been different, but that's cricket for you. Harmison, full of confidence after hitting a career-best 125 last week, wasn't afraid to take the spinners on over the top once he battled to get in. That took him a while. He'd made only 3 runs off his first 42 balls, but he was now batting with some freedom as he and his partner took their side to 200 for the first batting bonus point. It was Ali who broke the promising 6th wicket stand on 65. Billings trapped right in front of his stumps after contributing 24 runs to that partnership. Again, one wicket led to another one almost straight away. First though, this delivery somehow missed Adam Ball's off stump, although he wouldn't have known how. Before, next to go was Harmison, just 3 short of another 50. He was a little unlucky too, as this delivery with a brand new ball from Charlie Morris was one of the few to misbehave. Harmison may have been better batting with a heavy shovel. Mitch Claydon came in and played a few handsome shots as he and Ball prevented any thoughts of another collapse by adding 34 runs in 10 overs. But Claydon then played 1 shot too many and was caught in the deep by Tom Fell to give Leach his 3rd wicket of the day. His 4th and 5th followed quickly. Robbie Joseph drove him to mid-off, where Chantry held on with ease. And then Adam Riley edged behind right at the end of the day. In his 16th first-class match, Leach had a 5-wicket haul for the first time, ending with the very good figures of 5 for 36 from 12.4 overs. He'd helped dismiss Kent for 258 in their first innings, and Worcestershire will start their reply on day 2, with Mitchell looking to continue his exceptional form with the bat this year. If Kent are to make the most of their batting, they will need to remove the visiting captain quickly once play resumes.